Does your heart start pounding when you have to make a phone call in English? You pick it up, say hello, and then your mind goes blank. That feeling of freezing is incredibly common. But what if we told you it's completely avoidable with a simple framework? In the next 10 minutes, we're giving you the exact phrases you need to start a call, put someone on hold, and end it smoothly, so you never freeze on an English call again. Let's start with what to say the moment they answer. That moment, those first 5 seconds, are the highest anxiety part of any call. If you start strongly, you set the tone for success. People often freeze because they are unsure how to identify themselves clearly and politely ask for what they need. We need to remember there are 2 main ways to start a call: formally, usually for work or business, and informally, when calling a friend or a family member. Let's begin with the formal start. This is critical for sounding professional. When you initiate the call, you must identify yourself and the organization you represent immediately. The best phrase to use is, "Hello, this is your name calling from your company." Try repeating that with us now. "Hello, this is your name calling from your company." Now, what if you are receiving the call? The receiver should identify the company and then offer help. "Good morning, company name, how may I help you?" The key here is clarity and a slower pace. Now let's practice asking for the person you need to speak to. A common mistake is saying, "I want to talk to Jane." While clear, this can sound demanding. Instead, use a softer, more polite structure. If you are calling a business, the most polite way is, "May I please speak with name?" Note the use of "may I please." It immediately softens the request. Say it with us. "May I please speak with name?" If you are calling a direct office line, or if the call is slightly less formal, you can use, "Is name available?" What if the call is informal? If you're calling a friend or a casual acquaintance, you can skip the company name and just use your first name. A casual start is simple. "Hi, it's your name." And if you're asking for someone, you might ask, "Is friend's name there?" The main takeaway for this first section is, decide if you need to be formal or informal, and then use the appropriate, pre-planned phrase to make a strong opening. Starting strong means you are much less likely to freeze later. Once you've started the conversation, the next major hurdle, the one that triggers panic, is when you need to pause the conversation, put someone on hold, or ask them to wait. When you hear that unexpected question or realize you need to check a document, your brain races. Many learners panic and say, "Wait," which, while understandable, sounds very abrupt in English. We need a whole toolkit of hold-on phrases that buy you time and maintain professionalism. Let's look at 3 scenarios. Scenario 1. You need a minute to check information or remember something. Instead of "wait," you should use a softening phrase. Try, "Could you hold on for just a moment, please?" The addition of "just a moment" and "please" makes the request polite and manageable. Repeat that. "Could you hold on for just a moment, please?" A slightly more casual but still very polite alternative is, "Bear with me for 1 second while I look that up." The phrase "bear with me" is excellent for asking for patience. Scenario 2. You need to transfer the call to a colleague. This happens all the time in business English. You must clearly state what you are doing. The key phrase here is, "Please hold, I'll put you through." Or, if you need to check if the person is available first, "1 moment please while I check if she is available." Remember, always keep the person informed. The silence on the line is what creates anxiety for the person on hold. Scenario 3 is the worst: bad reception. The sound is breaking up and you can't hear the key information. Do not panic and hang up. You need to clearly state the problem and ask for the fix. Don't say, "I can't hear you." Instead, soften it. "Sorry, you're breaking up a little." And then the polite request. "Could you please repeat that?" If you are enjoying how actionable and structured these lessons are, remember to hit the subscribe button. We release new episodes every week to help you get these real-world English skills in your pocket. Now, let's move into our final section, which is just as important as the start. Part 3, the perfect ending. If you have the toolkit for starting and holding, you are already halfway to mastering phone calls, and you will definitely never freeze again. But a bad ending can leave a poor final impression or cause confusion. The perfect ending achieves two things. It signals that the call is over, and it summarizes any next steps. First, the signaling. Have you ever had that awkward moment where you both say bye 3 times? That usually happens because neither person signaled the end of the conversation. Use simple signaling phrases to begin the wrap-up. Use soft transition words like, "All right then," or, "Okay, well, I think that covers everything." Once you've signaled, you must summarize and confirm. This step is evidence-based and ensures no follow-up mistakes occur. For example, if you discussed sending an email, say, "So, just to confirm, I will email you the documents by the end of the day." Or if you made an appointment, "So, I will see you on Friday at 2 p.m." This confirmation is crucial. The simple act of summarizing the next step ensures that the call was successful and productive. Finally, the farewell. Depending on the formality of the call, choose your closing line carefully. For a formal call, always express gratitude. "Thank you for your help. Have a great day." For an informal call, you can be more relaxed. "It was great talking to you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye." By following these 3 steps, signal, summarize, and farewell, you guarantee a smooth, confident exit from the conversation. The freezing moment is gone because you know exactly what phrase comes next. Let's review the entire framework we've built in these 10 minutes. We gave you the exact, clear phrases for every high-anxiety moment. Step 1, the confident start, identity and purpose. Step 2, the hold-on toolkit, managing transfers and delays politely. Step 3, the perfect ending, signaling and summarizing. Finally, the farewell. Depending on the formality of the call, choose your closing line carefully. For a formal call, always express gratitude. "Thank you for your help. Have a great day." For an informal call, you can be more relaxed. "It was great talking to you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye." By following these 3 steps, signal, summarize, and farewell, you guarantee a smooth, confident exit from the conversation. The freezing moment is gone because you know exactly what phrase comes next. Let's review the entire framework we've built in these 10 minutes. We gave you the exact, clear phrases for every high-anxiety moment. Step 1, the confident start, identity and purpose. Step 2, the hold-on toolkit, managing transfers and delays politely. Step 3, the perfect ending, signaling and summarizing. Finally, confidence is not a miracle. It's a result of preparation. The reason people freeze is because they are unprepared for a specific moment. By internalizing these key phrases, your brain will automatically reach for the correct, polite, professional English phrase instead of defaulting to panic. We've covered the start, the hold, and the end. You now have the full sequence. We encourage you to pause this recording and write down just 3 phrases from each section right now. That small action will convert this knowledge into memory you can use immediately. Try practicing a simple, short dialogue out loud, playing both roles, using these phrases. You have the tools, you have the framework. You now know exactly what to say to sound clear, polite, and completely fluent. The next time the phone rings, breathe. Remember the framework. Start, hold, end. If you found this lesson helpful in boosting your confidence, please like this video so we know which topics to cover next. And subscribe to Pocket English Podcast for more real-world English skills every week. Keep practicing and make English your easy daily win.